So, hi everyone, I am Ankit Jaspal and I have completed the task of mask detection, which is the task 4 in the IoT and computer vision internship provided by the Sparks Foundation. The task was basically to make a real time face mask detector which could detect the face mask whether the person is wearing a face mask or not. So, in this, we would be doing two things. Firstly, we would be creating a model which would detect the mask, and secondly, we would be detecting in live video, like whether it's he or she is wearing a mask or not. So, moving on to the dataset. So, for our dataset, we have two folders with mask and without mask, which contains nearly about 2000 images each. We can see that with mask, we have these images, and without mask, we have these images. We are using MobileNet V2 because it's a class of like low latency, low power image classification model, and we can perform image classification, detection, and many other tasks like which a convolutional neural network can. These are used for. Also, just because of its small size, like it's one of the best deep learning models which can be used in mobile devices. Like we can compare it with VGG16. Like just VGG16 has a 553 MB size and it has around 138 million parameters, while MobileNet has just 4.2 million parameters and just a size of 17 MB. So that's why we have used MobileNet V2. Now there's sufficient amount of accuracy which we require, and for running VGC16 we would be requiring an GPU, so we don't have it. So running on a mobile device, so we chose MobileNet V2. Now for training our model, the basic process is like importing the packages. Then we would be resizing the image which is present in our data set. Then we will be adding the images to, we have basically two lists. One is a data list and another is a label list. To the data list, we would be adding the images, and to the labels, we would be adding the category. The categories are with mask, without mask. Then we will be encoding those labels, like converting them to zeros and one. Like zero is for with mask, one is for without mask. Then we will be dividing the data into the test and the train, and after it we will be performing the image augmentation is like we are making new images with the help of the pre-existing ones, like by resizing, blurring, etc. Then we will be loading the MobileNet V2, and we'll download the weights. Then we'll create the head model with the help of the base model, which is MobileNet V2. Then we'll compile, train, and then predict, and finally we'll save the model. Required packages that are NumPy, Matplotlib, IMUtils. IMUtils is used for performing operations in image, like resizing, rotation, etc. And TensorFlow. Then we'll import the various processing techniques, the different layers, and the label binarizer. Have given the epochs to be 10 and the batch size to be 32. We have given the directory. Then we'll wait for the images to load, and we have these two lists, the data list and the label list. The data will be appending the images and the labels would be appending the categories, whether it's a mask or without mask. Then we have, like, we are reading the images and converting them to a size of 24 plus 224 plus 224, like which is read by the MobileNet V2. So after it we would be encoding those categories. Now after it will convert the images and the labels to array, which is the usable format by MobileNet V2. After it will divide the data into test and train with 20% test size. We'll use the image data generator for creating new images and augmenting our data. We'll load the MobileNet V2 model with its weights of ImageNet. After it, we'll construct the head model which would be placed over the base model. Base model is the MobileNet V2 and head model is constructed for the output. After it, we'll place it over the base model and we'll compile and optimize our model. Here the optimizer is Adam optimizer. After it, we'll train our head, which will take around 15 minutes to for the entire training. After it, we'll be predicting and evaluating a model. So After we'll get the classification report. We use precision recall and F1 score to check our accuracy. We have a good accuracy of around 99%. So we'll save our model as face mask detector.model, and the format is H5. And after it will see, we can see that the training, the loss has reduced very much and the accuracy has increased. So here comes the time to implement our live mask detector. So we start on with importing our required packages. Then we import pre-processed input, which is used to make the image processable by the mobile net. Now we'll load the face detection model. We can also use Hawk classifier or Hawk Cascade for detecting the face. But here I wanted to have a practical hands-on transfer learning, so I used pre-trained model. So we load the FaceNet model as FaceNet. Then we load our mask model, which is face mask detector model. Now we have defined the function which would find and predict face mask. We have provided the frame. Frame is here from the video, the FaceNet model and the MaskNet model. Getting all these three values, what we will be doing is we will be extracting the blob from the image. Blob is like it's a region of interconnected pixels. So after it, we have three lists: faces, location, and prediction. Faces is the how many faces we have found in the frame, their location, and prediction whether it's a mask category or without a mask category. We'll be looping over the detections. Now we will be extracting the region of interest, and we will be processing the input face. After it will append it to the face list and their locations as well. We will be then using the MaskNet model to predict whether it's a masked category or without mask category. After it will be returning the location so that we can draw a rectangle over the face, and the prediction whether it's masked or not. So after building a function, now it's the time to run the live streaming. So we will be comparing, we will be checking whether we are wearing a face mask or not with the help of the find and predict face mask function. We'll be drawing a rectangle over to a face and it will say whether you are wearing a mask or whether you are not wearing a mask. So it's the time to run. Shift enter. Oh, so I'm not wearing a mask. I'm in danger, so it shows the red sign. And it goes, I want to be safe, so I wore a mask and it says I'm wearing a mask and it's a green signal. So this is how our mask detection works. Thank you and stay safe.